This is Dr. Alvin Philippos at Venturis Clinic here in Oklahoma City, and today we're going to be talking about long COVID, spike protein, and the Venturis protocol for detoxing these spike proteins. We've been doing this for years now, and it's taken a while to kind of perfect it, but an integrative approach to post COVID recovery is pretty crucial. Most of our patients that come in with long COVID have a range of symptoms that persist after the initial COVID 19 infection. So they'll have fatigue, brain fog, joint pain, inflammation, tough time breathing, but they'll also have other symptoms such as vertigo, hormone related issues, and even blood sugar spikes. And that is because these spike proteins tend to adhere to these healthy cells and have an immune dysregulation. So one of the main things that we look for is we'll look for these spike proteins in a dark field microscope, and we'll look for these infections that could be kind of lingering inadvertently inside the blood, and a lot of times they'll even have a co-infection along with it as well. So, these spike proteins enables the virus to bind and enter these human cells, and it lingers in a post-infection and post-vaccination issue as well. So, a lot of times, patients that are more susceptible to autoimmune disorders or have a history of inflammatory type of diseases or autoimmune diseases, some are overweight, some have low vitamin D. They have vitamin deficiencies and stuff. A lot of these things will contribute to the inflammatory process and create this oxidative stress and this immune imbalance. And so, one thing that we really want to look at is to see what these spike proteins are doing inside the blood and how it's affecting the cellular structure directly. So our protocols are different. So we do a couple of different things to restore the energy and detox these spike proteins. One is a ozone therapy itself. We'll run the blood through these filters and add NAD IVs, curcumin IVs for inflammatory detoxes. We'll use ultraviolet therapy for killing off any type of infections. We'll do infrared, red light therapy inside the blood directly. So what that does is, instead of just running it superficially, we want to be inside the blood itself, and we'll tag these blood cells that are inflamed and cause apoptosis and just try to break up some of that debris in that tissue. So for those that don't know, the Weber laser needle is a photobiomodulation. It's an intravenous laser therapy that stimulates cellular repair, reduces systemic inflammation. It also enhances that oxygen utilization, which is key for long COVID, and produces that energy production. So that neurological function and circulation to get your body to recognize that there's a problem is what we're going after. Ozone therapy, primarily 10-pass or EBU, it kills the viruses and modulates that immune response. It detoxifies the blood, and it's also beneficial for any type of fatigue, inflammatory response, and immune recovery. The slide here that we're showing is what that infrared or UV light therapy will look like. Ozone itself is very safe. It's in a controlled environment. And basically what we're just trying to do is get some of these blood clots and stuff out of the system, and in a very safe, efficient, and sterile environment. One of the reasons I'm also recommending NAD, whether it's an IV therapy or peptide therapy, is essential for coenzyme for mitochondrial function. You want that energy production that your body's kind of missing, and allows that repair, but it also reduces that brain fog and that oxidative stress as well. Curcumin IV therapy is pretty good for any type of high inflammatory markers. So if your CRPs are high, if you have chronic pain like joint pain, or we're showing that this inflammatory marker just isn't coming down, then curcumin IV is another therapy that we kind of use, maybe sometimes even riboflavin as well. ATP infusions is one of our most common ones. So why choose Venturis? 25 years of integrative and regenerative medicine. We have experience in treating long COVID and post-vaccine symptoms. It's personalized, it's science-backed protocol. So we fly for these seminars and we meet with other physicians and researchers that say, hey, these are the protocols that we're finding the best results. And it's patient care that's centered around each individual patient, and we focus on these results. So instead of going down the rabbit hole on doing a lot of lab tests and things like that, we have this base foundational protocol that tends to work pretty good. And then if we need something extra, we'll go down that route. And what that does is it keeps your costs low, but the production results high. So, take the steps towards healing. What we recommend is just coming in, at least let us take a look at your blood and see what the symptoms are. Let's play a little detective work and see what we need to do. But you can call us at 405-848-7246. You can visit us at venturisclinic.com. You can book an appointment there, but you can also see some other blogs and other things that we do and kind of see how our approach is. And really what we're trying to do is blend that modern science with natural medicine. So give us a call, 405-848-7246.